Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Awareness Show. And my name is Sarah Shobola. Now, if this is the first time of joining me on this show or listening to the Awareness Show, this is basically health and awareness podcast with new episode dropping every week. And last week, in the last episode, I talked about how you can prevent malaria. I hope you're making use of those content, and I hope my content is actually helpful. I am just excited. I am happy. I am overjoyed. I don't know. I'm just too happy. Ask me why. Should I tell you? Let me tell you. For this week, we are celebrating nurses. And you know, nurses are just the best. They are the best. If you know any nurse, just try and appreciate them. Celebrate them this week because this week is their week. So I will tell you to celebrate them because they are helpful. They are the backbone of healthcare system. I'm telling you, forget it. If you want to argue, just argue with your keypad. That's just it. But then there's not how you can argue with your keypad. But the point is, from 6th of May till 12th of May, the week celebration. So if you know anybody, any nurse, try and celebrate them this week. If it's for you to post them on your timeline, do that. If it's for you to send gifts, send it to them. If it's aspect that okay, you want to appreciate them with money, do that. It's just a means of appreciating nurses in your life, nurses around you. Please appreciate nurses around you for this week. It is our week, and I'm happy to tell you that I'm a nurse. I guess I used to say that, oh, maybe I have to drop it one side. I would say my name is Sarah and I'm your favorite nurse. So I'm a nurse, so you can actually appreciate me for what I'm doing. Yeah, appreciate nurses around you. So how we are doing this period? I hope you're following the normal precaution. I hope you're making use of your hand sanitizer. You go around with your hand sanitizer. Don't keep it at home. It is for you to use it. How about your face mask? I hope you're using it. Don't use just one face mask for 5 days or probably a week. Have like as many as you need to have, and then you have to, when you wear one a day, you wash it and then use another one the next day. You don't have to pile it down, pile it up, and then you continue using one single face mask every single day for a whole week. It's not hygienic, so please change. But you know, we hope we're all doing good. Please follow the normal precaution. How we all be fine. We are going to skip through this. Everything is going to end one day, and we're going to go back to our normal life as soon, very very soon. Just do what you need to do the needful, and then justify yourself. And the last thing I have to say is that after doing all this, my brother and sister, use the blood of Jesus. I don't know, I believe so much in God. Use the blood of Jesus to cover yourself. It's only God that can actually save you. Even as much as you're trying to prevent yourself, someone out there is not doing the normal thing, and then you still get to have contact with this person. It's only God that can save us this period. I believe so much in God. Trust God that everything is going to be fine soon. I'll be talking about asthma and everything you need to know about asthma, the signs and symptoms, all the things that trigger it, and how you can actually help people around you, what you can do to prevent it. Not really to prevent, but then to manage or control the symptoms. So let's go straight to the topic. It's a breath that comes with it. The way the sound is yes, that's a sound. And then you see them they just keep coughing. It's just like that. And the shortness of breath is just that they just find it very difficult to breathe. Asthma can be cured, but the symptoms can be controlled. You know what? When asthma attack, it's actually frightening. And asthma attack is an attack that happens in the part that carries air in your lungs. So the side of the airway swells and less air gets in and out of your lungs. The mucus that your body produces actually covers up that airway part even more, and this will in turn make them to find it very difficult to breathe. You see them coughing, they always have this chest tightness, and then that's just it. But we have a lot of things that trigger this. Sometimes smoke, dust, outdoor air pollution, infection like flu can actually cause it. A lot of things can trigger it. Anxiety, like maybe they're emotionally stressed, they're anxious, they're afraid, can actually be another cause of this same thing. So I have mentioned the signs and symptoms, what they actually come up with when they find it very difficult to breathe. Yes, and there are different ways that you can control asthma, the asthma attack. The first one is you have to know the warning sign. What are the warning signs? Everybody have their own warning sign. Oh, I'm just coughing. It's also for them, you just have to know what triggers their symptoms, and that thing is that they have to stay away from those things that trigger it. For each particular person, they know what triggers the asthma attack, and then you have to follow your doctor advice. You don't have to say, oh, this is the devil at work. Everyone say the devil at work, I can't take this. But then you have to follow your doctor advice. So there are ways whereby you can prevent asthma. The first one is that why there is actually no way to prevent asthma, but by working together, you and your doctor can design a step-by-step plan for living with your condition and then preventing the asthma attack. So the first one is that you can follow your asthma action plan. There is an asthma action plan which stays from normal. There is a normal sign. If you're having that symptoms, it's something you can manage on your own. There is something like subnormal. When you're having the symptoms, you know what to do. When you're having the normal symptoms, something you can handle. Okay, you know, oh, when I'm having these symptoms, it's just for me to use my inhaler and then I'm fine. If it's subnormal, oh, I'm having this, I have to use my nebulizer, I have to use this, I have to use that. And then when it's getting worse, you know, people around you already know, oh, this is a red flag. We have to go to the hospital as soon as possible. That's just it. So another thing is that you have to identify those things that trigger the asthma. Identify asthma triggers. There are certain things that actually trigger this, and it include, I've mentioned that before, the air pollution, allergies, cold hair, a cold or a flu virus, sinusitis, smoke, fragrance like perfume that we use sometimes actually trigger that. I have somebody that is actually very close to me that have asthma, and then I tend not to use my deodorant or my perfume around the person because it can trigger their symptoms. Yeah. So I just have to go away, use it, allow it to the concentration to reduce, and then I cannot go back to where the person is. So that's how we do it. That's how we roll. Yeah. So it's vital for you. If you know you have asthma, it's actually good for you to learn to identify your asthma trigger and then take steps to avoid them. So when you know these are things that actually cause this thing, so try and as much as possible to stay away or probably avoid those things from happening. So you can keep track of your symptoms in an asthma diary. You can have your asthma diary, keep track of your symptoms for several weeks. You can put it every week, and then you can just do that. It's just for you to know how and what triggers your symptoms. So you will know, oh, if so another thing is that you stay away from allergens. So if you have allergies and asthma, it's important for you to keep distance from allergens, things you are allergic to. So this thing can actually cause inflammation in your airway for a while, and then it will make you to have attack more likely. So that's just it, more often. So you can actually avoid smoke of any type. Just avoid smoking. That's on the roads. Avoid smoking. If you smoke, stop smoking. And then if it's secondhand smoking, maybe don't be exposed to smoke or environment that there is too much smoke. Try as much as possible to leave that environment as soon as possible, because you limit smoke, especially the tobacco smoke, incense, like those people, celeb people. I am very sure celestials, they have this incense that they do. It's bring out smoke. If you notice that time, you can just excuse yourself, and then there's smoke that come from candle, firewood. Don't allow smoking in your home or car. So just avoid public places that permits it. You just avoid that, because smoking always make asthma worse. So prevent cold. Do you can just do what you can do to stay well. Yeah, avoid close contact with people who have a cold or flu, because catching it will make your asthma symptoms worse. So it will make your asthma symptoms worse. Wash your hand well if you handle items that someone with a respiratory infection may have handled. Just try, avoid it. That's just it. And that is that you get your vaccination. Get your vaccination when you're having any symptoms or you're having this respiratory infection, and you notice that, go to the hospital as soon as possible, and then let's get treated on time. That's just it. Ensure you take your medication, because this asthma is actually a long-term medication, so you have to take the drug. Don't say because you don't have the symptoms you don't take it. You need to take them every day, even if you don't have the symptoms. They will ease those inflammation, and then they will help you keep your asthma under control. So that's just it. Please ensure you use your drug. Follow your if you know they've prescribed this inhaler for you, and then you don't know how to use it, just make sure you tell the healthcare provider to teach you how to use it, and then use it in their presence. So they will tell you if you are doing it right, you're using it right, or you are not. So that's just it. So that's all for asthma. I hope you find this helpful and useful for you. So I just want to mention something very quickly before I leave, is that we're in the season of mango. Chibi, you know. In the season of mango. So I don't know if you are making use of this season well. Mango is actually a good fruit, like it's the king of all fruits. I'm telling you. Some people say no, it's not possible, but just forget it. Mango is the king of all fruits. It's just the king of all fruits. So I love mango a lot. You can use mango to make different things. You can use it. You can just eat it raw like that. You can use it to make smoothie. You can add it to your juice. Maybe you're making, I don't know, any kind of juice you're making. You can add it to it, and then you enjoy it. There's no how mango is always sweet. It is sweet, but you just have to be very careful of the amount you take per day, because mango contains sugar, and then you won't want so much sugar in your body. But then the sugar is actually natural, so you can check up for the benefits of mango for your body. It's good. Doesn't have too much fat, not much calorie in it. It has the health benefits is actually much. It contains vitamin C. It contains a lot of vitamins, minerals, and so much. There's so many things it's helpful for. So you can check up on that. I don't know what to say again, but then this is all for today's episode. Thank you for listening to my show. You can follow. It's not like you can follow. Please follow us on our social media handle at awareness.show. That's on Instagram. Please follow us. You can drop a review for me on Anchor. You can drop a review when you finish listening to this podcast. I really want to know your thoughts about it. If you want me to discuss about anything, please just drop it or send me a message on our social media and just DM or send a direct message to us. We receive it, and then we are to serve you. So I'm here to serve you all. Thank you for listening. Share this if you find it very helpful and useful. Thank you so much for listening. Bye. My name remains Sarah. Bye.